Hey, how's it going out there? It might be a little dark on my end. Can anybody see me or hear me at the moment? A couple people on here. 7 o'clock, so we're gonna start rolling here shortly. If anyone is on here, if you can type a message in. Okay, so yeah, you're good. I appreciate that, Ro. Team Bentley. All right. Chris Walker from Dallas. Levon Edward coming in loud and clear. Yes, sir. Yandre South Memphis. What's up, man? How's it been? It's been awesome. I cannot complain. Greg Mack, what's up? Adrian Lemon, how are you doing? I'm doing fine. How about yourself? Manny Jones, what's up, Manny? You just spell it a little bit different, from Lake City, Florida. Lynn Williams, Tyler, Texas. Rolanda Gaming. My dad's a Hotshot company. Witset Express. That's amazing. That is amazing, man. Freddie Jones, what's going on? GI Smoke, what's up? What's going on, man? So we're gonna start rolling through some questions here soon. I see Young Dre already at it. How do you remove moving violations off of your driving record? Honestly, I don't really know a specific way on how you can remove any violations off of your driving record besides just giving it time for them to fall off. That'd be something that you would want to contact the DMV. But if you're looking for something, man, like on some illegal type stuff, I honestly don't know, man. But just hit up the DMV, on some real talk. Hit them up and just ask them how long do it take, if you haven't asked them already, how long it takes to remove, different type of violations off. So we got JJ, God bless you and your family. How you doing? I'm doing fine, man. How you doing, JJ? I think you sent me an email before. Seemed like that name sounds very familiar. Daniel from Jacksonville, Florida, from Duval County on here. Roy Strumentals. I bought your dispatch course. Great info, man. I definitely appreciate that, man. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me through email or through cell phone if you have my number. Martin, what's good? More power to you, big dog. Man, I appreciate that, man. Greg Mack, you need drivers. I don't at the time in my personal company, but if you are looking for a truck driving job, hit me up, send me an email, because I do know people that do need drivers, whether it's hot shots or semis. Manic Dang, Manic Raleigh, North Carolina, Team Bentley. All right. So we say, I got a question. Would you recommend starting out driving with a trucking company, driving to gain experience on the road before starting your hotshot company? At the end of the day, definitely try to get as much experience as possible. So when it do come to gaining experience, by driving for a company, you'll be able to gain experience, get out on the road. In a lot of companies, when you lease on with companies, so just say if you lease on with my company, they're going to ask, how much experience do you have? Or does that person have, if they're trying to lease on to the company? Or if you go get your own authority, they're going to be asking you, how much experience do you have? So if you just tell them, hey, I just started, I don't have any experience, more than likely, either they're not going to insure you or your premium is just going to be crazy. So I would highly recommend figuring out a way that you can gain experience. And one way will be is to drive for a trucking company and just go out there for a year. Because I guarantee you, it's a fact that that year is going to go past so fast, but you're going to have that year of experience, and that's going to benefit you in the long run. But if you want to just try and go straight off into a Hotshot, hey, I mean, just try it out. If you feel confident in driving and you feel confident in driving, you know, with your dually truck and your trailer or whatever it is, and then if the insurance premium is not expensive, hey, go ahead and try it out, man. You only live once. Team Bentley, I just got my CDL Class A, man. Congratulations to you, man. Orlando Williams, how did you learn how to tie down freight? So how I learned how to tie it down, honestly, I watched a couple of YouTube videos and I went out there to my truck and my trailer when I just had bought it, and I just started getting hands on. So I put like a cooler or something that could kind of simulate a load, you know. So I'll put a cooler on my trailer and then I'll go out there and then I just start practicing. The best way to learn to do anything is to go out there and get your hands dirty. So that's what I did. Well, that's how I got the basics. How I really learned how to do it was getting out there and really picking up loads. Then that's when I started experiencing, because every load is going to be different. Sometimes there are certain ways you got to put the straps. Sometimes there's certain ways you got to put the chains on, chain binders, and there's some certain ways you got to put that tarp on that load. And the only way that you're going to really, to me, conquer it is if you could get out there and get more hands-on. So I recommend watching you some YouTube videos, and then after that, figure out a way that you could get hands-on training, whether you have a truck and a trailer or just find somebody. And if you have any truck stops near you, just hang out at the truck stop. You're going to see a lot of truckers pulling up, getting fuel, pulling up at flatbed trailers. Walk over to them and then ask them, can they show you, can they teach you something real quick? Because a lot of truckers, they get very lonely out on the highway. So they're very friendly, whether you believe it or not. So they don't mind coaching and mentoring, people who ask questions. So I lost my place already. Sorry about that. Let me start rolling through this. Oh, there we go. Lynn Williams, do you have a lot of splitting with your factoring company? Splitting. I don't know what splitting means. I'll have to check that out. Or if you can send me an email on splitting. I'm trying to figure out what splitting means. Hey, I got Rajon Jenkins, man. That was one of my drivers. What's going on, man? If you still got my number, hit me up, man. Rajon, RJ, what's going on? Trucking on. What up, Manny? What's going on? D Ward, I appreciate all the info you gave. Is very clear. Keep up the great work. Line and my ducks before I jump in. Thanks, bro. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Stacy Bird, what's the best way to start driving if you never drove a truck with trailer at all? And like I say, the best way to start driving is to just really, honestly, it's just getting out there. If you don't have a truck and a trailer, just find someone who has a truck and a trailer, and that'll be a way that you're going to be able to, start figuring out how to drive. Like with me, I went to an actual CDL school. So that's what I do recommend. Just go to a CDL school. And once you learn how to drive a semi truck with a 53-foot trailer, jumping in a dually truck with a 40-foot trailer, don't never underestimate it, but it's going to be easier just because the trailer is 13 feet shorter. So I would highly recommend, if you don't know how to drive right now, just go to your local CDL training school. And if some people might not have the money, because it might cost anywhere from $4,000 to $5,000 or maybe more than that, but figure out a way to see if they could finance it for you. Or a lot of the trucking companies, and this is where you could gain that 1 year of experience, is if you could go out and go to a big trucking company. They'll pay for your CDL, but they're going to make you drive for them for at least a year or maybe 2. I don't remember, but I know definitely a year. And then that'll be a way for you to gain experience. That's going to be a way for you to get your CDL. And like I say, 1 year is nothing. It's all about making sacrifices. Where can you get DOT inspections done on a pickup truck for commercial? Can this be done in a different state to where you live? So Alan, where you could get your DOT and US DOT number, not US DOT and MC number, where you could get your DOT inspection done at, where I take my trucks, I take them to TA. So they do the trailer and do the truck. I believe it was like it was either $100 for both the truck and the trailer or $100 a piece. I can't really remember now, but go to a TA truck stop and they'll do your dually truck for you. And I know that's for a fact because that's where I've been and I haven't been anywhere else. So hit up your local TA. Mark Cadet, how can I get this false information off my DAC report? Failed drug test, never gave urine sample though. Man, I was gonna say for me, when it comes to the DAC report, I have access to it. I have to look into it to see how can you get something removed, because I never had to do that before. But Martin, if you can send me an email. And for me, if I don't know something, I like to know it. So right now, I really don't know, but it's going to be on my mind because I'm about to make a note right now because I like to do the research just in case if I ever had to get something removed off of mine. So I'll do the research, man. Just send me an email and then we'll figure it out together. Fatima, it is our time. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Brandon started hey, did you ever reach out to my dispatcher to get that dispatching going? Or I think he reached out to, yeah. Hey, I'm over here going ahead. I haven't read it all. Thanks for your insight working with Chris Dispatch. I told him he must be okay if you referred him. Chris, that's my CPA and he's an amazing dispatcher. So hopefully he's going to make you guys some good money. I know he will. You know, that's my guy. That's why I referred him to you. Roy, where you at? Don't forget to like the stream. Oh, man, hey, I appreciate that. Hey, Roy said like my stream, please. I got 76 people on here, 76 likes. So trucking on. Team Bentley, would you recommend buying a trailer new or used? I want to get into enclosed car hauling, but those trailers brand new can cost more than the truck. Sometimes any advice? So Team Bentley, honestly, when it comes to the car haulers, I do not really know how much that costs because I never bought them. Only thing that I've ever bought was the 40-foot big tex trailers. So I've heard that those car haulers could get very expensive. So this is where I'll give you some advice when it comes to equipment. When it comes to business, just make sure that whatever you're buying, make sure it makes sense financially. So if you're buying a $40,000 trailer, you better make sure that you're making good money by doing it. You know, so you don't want to go out. See, people sometimes get caught up in buying expensive equipment or, you know, just buying unnecessary stuff that's not going to bring them value or bring them money. So just remember, I don't know anything right now about enclosed car hauling trailers, but I will make a note of that because I would like to learn more about it, but I just haven't got off into it. So if you can, send me an email if you have not. And then I want to look into it too, man, just to see, you know, what's the difference of pricing, and maybe I could give you some advice, you know, because the end goal is just to make money at the end of the day. So whether you go buy a 40-foot trailer or you go buy an enclosed car hauler, but make sure that's like buying a semi truck. That's like me paying $160,000 for a semi truck, when I could go buy a dually truck for $50,000 or $60,000 brand new, and I could make the same amount of money as a semi truck make, but they got another 100 grand in cost when it comes to them buying a semi truck. So I just believe in making sure that whatever you do, make sure it makes sense financially, and make sure that you're always going to come out with a profit. So let's talk about that when it comes to the car hauling. Send me an email. Trucking on, I just been introduced to Hotshot from you. I didn't know that was what it was called. Oh, okay, you didn't know it was called Hotshot Trucking. I have low securement experience. So that's good that you already have experience. And all I say is I recommend you just going out, go get you a dually truck, a trailer, and go start making some money, man, because there's more than enough money out here for everybody. Wallah, Hassan, I'm a semi driver thinking about starting my own hotshot business. How do you scale a hotshot? Is it like a semi, steering, drive axles, tandems, or you just need to exceed a specific overall weight? So yeah, we don't really worry about all that drive axle and tandems. I know I don't, because I don't really want to overload my trailer anyway. I have two 10K axles on my hotshot. Technically, I'm only supposed to haul, I believe, around 18,000 pounds, which that's kind of heavy, which I will do it, you know, from time to time, but I do like to stay under about 16,000 pounds if I can. And even I don't even want to haul 16,000 pounds. I think my average weight on my loads lately been around 10,000 pounds or maybe even less, to be honest. So when it comes to scaling your business, it's the same. Somebody, I guess on YouTube has brainwashed people to believe that hotshot trucking is a different style of trucking. Yes, it's a different type of truck and a different type of trailer, but it is all trucking because you're still running under the same regulations. You still have a US DOT number, MC number. You still have to have commercial insurance, $1 million general liability, $100,000 cargo insurance. So it's no different from the way you operate having a hotshot truck versus having a semi truck. So you're going to scale that the same way, but it might be faster to scale your hotshot trucking company because, like I said, if you want to go buy a brand new truck, that's $160,000. But if you want to go buy a brand new dually truck, it could be $50,000 to $60,000. Or you could go buy a used semi truck. So I'll tell you guys today, because I want to buy a semi truck. I haven't bought a semi truck for my company yet. So today I went out and I looked at some semi trucks, but I do not want to pay $160,000, $150,000 for a brand new one. So I went out and I looked at a semi truck today, and it was $75,000. It was a 2017 Freightliner automatic. And like I say, it was like $75,000 or something like that. So, but it had almost 500,000 miles on it, because, you know, once you start buying a used semi trucks, they still gonna charge you a lot of money for the truck, but it's gonna have a 500,000 miles on it. But of course, semi trucks are more durable. They're going to run longer. So 500,000 miles on a semi truck is not that much, but you're still paying. I still would have paid $80,000 for it. I could have went and just bought a brand new dually truck and a brand new gooseneck trailer for the price of, well, and I still would have been under 80,000, because I've bought dually trucks for $50,000, and then I done bought my trailers for 11,000. So I'm really all in 61 grand at some times. So that I'm still 20,000 below the semi truck, and I still got to go buy the trailer for the semi truck, which is not cheap. Or I could go lease one or rent one. But yeah, I kind of just went off on a quick tangent on that one, but that's the way that you're going to scale. You're going to scale your business the same. It's no different. If you have any additional questions, shoot me an email. I lost my place again, but I'm back on it. Running Russell and running dry van, and our rates suck right now. How is your rates been? So rates overall do suck. It takes me a while some days just to find a good paying load, but I never settle. I never settle for anything that's cheap. So my rates, it might take me a little bit longer, but I could say on the average, we still averaging about 250 plus a mile, around 250 a mile, which is, it's not bad, but it's not great. It's not great to me. It might be great to you, or it might be bad to you. So it's not great to me because I want more. So hopefully once these months start rolling, start getting a little bit more warmer in these areas, I can start getting back up to about that $3 a mile on the average. That's really what I want. But 250, it's still doable for myself. Some people are happy with $1.30 a mile. Hey, good on you. Everybody's different. You know, for me, I want $2 plus a mile, but right now we're averaging about 250. But once this freight pick up, I'm gonna try my best to average $3 a mile. Good evening. How's the load board pricing for truck stop? Has different prices. How do you choose? Good evening. Hey, the load board pricing for truck stop has different prices. How do you choose? For me, I just got the basic package. It's like $35 or something. So that's how I chose. I know there's different load boards out there. I mean, different packages. When they say that, you know, maybe if you buy into this load board, you will see the load a couple of seconds faster than a guy like me who's just trying to save, you know, a few dollars. So I don't know, but I mean, I still find when I'm on the load board, when I have to use it from time to time, I mean, it's still my $35 load board will still make me good money. So, I mean, I just go with the basic package, man. E-man, are you still having your lecture in Atlanta? I sent you an email. Hey, yeah, I got your email, man. I put you on the email listing. So if anybody has emailed me about the conference that I'm going to do in Atlanta, it's going to be the end of April. I got you on the end of my email list. And by the end of this week, I'll be sending you guys out the dates. And then from there, you guys can start planning to come to that conference, man, because it's going to be an amazing conference. I'm going to be there talking entrepreneurship, sharing good stories with you. I'm going to have a good friend that flip homes down in Atlanta. He's in the real estate. I'm going to have him come talk to you guys. I'm going to have my CPA there, Chris Lindsay, and I'm going to have his brother there. They're going to be talking taxes. They're going to be talking finances. Man, we're just going to have a good time. And we're just going to we're going to learn. I'm going to learn too. So I got everybody's name who was interested in the conference. I have you on the emailing list. I'll be shooting out a mass email this week to you sometime. And for you guys who haven't sent me an email, if you are interested in coming, the conference will be in Atlanta, Georgia at the end of April. I'm still working on the specific dates for that weekend. But like I say, send me an email at broker@manniestrans.com. I'll put it right here in the box, broker@manniestrans.com. And send me an email. Let me know you're interested. If I don't reply, don't worry. I got you. I'm putting everything on the email list right now. Sometimes I just don't have the capacity to send out, to reply to everybody at the moment. But trust me, I'm not going to forget about you. Terry Mason, hello. Hey, what's going on? TB Sears, are you taking individuals to lease under your authority? Yes, we are. So check this out. This is new news right here. So if you have a Hotshot, you could lease on to my company that my friend Antoine West, he is he's my business partner, but he's the CEO of High Speed Logistics LLC. He's leasing on Hotshots. That's what we're doing with that one. I just started up another lease on company. It's called Real Time Hauling, based out of Indianapolis, Indiana. But this lease on company is strictly 18-wheelers, strictly semis. So if you have a semi and you want to lease on, shoot me an email, broker@manixtrans.com, and let me know if you want to lease on. And that's real-time hauling, strictly for semis. And if you have a hot shot, that'll be High Speed Logistics. And that website is I'll put it in, high-speedlogistics.com. Visit that website. I still got real-time hauling website is under construction at the moment. I have a client, Kingdom Dispatching and Management. I have a client I'm dispatching for, and he's a hot shot. I'm keeping him loaded, but sometimes hot shot loads are difficult to find. Any advice? Hey, they are, you know. Let me get a drink. Sorry, my throat sometimes gets a little dry. So hot shots, I'll give you guys my honest opinion. Hot shots, they're good when it comes to making money because your expenses are a little bit cheaper. Your overhead is cheaper, of course, less expensive than a semi truck. You can make good money hot shot. And once you figure the game out, you got to figure it out. I've been and conquered the game, so I know the game. But sometimes it still can be a challenge for me to find loads because we all know that a semi truck has no capacity at all. So you could put anything on a semi truck, really. But when it comes to that hot shot, it's different, you know, because you're limited to the capacity. So sometimes it can be a challenge, but I've been doing this for a while. So do not let that discourage you. Sometimes you might have to, especially if you're running off that load board, sometimes you just got to keep looking at that load board, keep looking at it. And it's been days when I didn't look at that load board from 6 in the morning to 6 at night, to be honest with you. There's been days like that, but it's not like that anymore because I figured it's just all a game. Sometimes it's just tactics. Sometimes it's hard because of the areas you're in, when the freight is terrible for 18-wheelers in hot shots. But if you could stay in these states, I guarantee you that you could keep that hot shot truck rolling. If you stay in Indiana, Ohio, Illinois, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Pennsylvania, if you could stay in those states, I guarantee you could keep that truck rolling in other states too. But I know for a fact that if you stay in those states, you could keep that truck rolling. But don't let it discourage you. Keep that truck loaded so you can make him some money and so you can make yourself some money. How did Chance James, how do you get accounts to move loads and direct shippers info? If you do it, if you do it, so I'll just basically say that question is, how do you get direct shippers? The way you get direct shippers is just by calling up shippers. So I'm pretty sure everybody live in an area where you see trucks delivering freight, picking up freight. Those are going to be your shippers. So all you have to do is just walk into those places, let those shippers know that you are, whether you're a dispatcher and you are looking for direct freight for your trucks that you're dispatching, or if you're a trucking company owner, you just walk into those places and just say, hey, tell them what equipment you have. For me, hey, I got a 40-foot hot shot. What do you have any dedicated freight for me? You know, anything for me? And if they say they only could tell you yes or no, a lot of them are going to tell you no, just because a lot of shippers are always hauling weight over what a hot shot could haul. They want to push out a full truckload of 48,000 pounds a lot. So for a semi truck, it's not going to be hard for them to find direct shippers. But for a hot shot, it's a little bit harder to find direct shippers. But trust me, you guys could find it because I found some, and I know you guys could find them. Lynn Williams not paying in full with the load. Send me an email, Lynn. I'm not getting that one. Levon Everett, before starting a dispatching business, do recommend incorporating before taking on owner op. Before starting a dispatching business, do recommend incorporating before. Oh yeah, most definitely. Start your business before you start taking on owner operators. So if you know that you're going to start dispatching like right now, and that's something you know that you're going to do, I just recommend go ahead and start forming your LLC right now. It don't cost that much. If you don't have to go to those third-party agencies. You don't got to go to LegalZoom or none of them places, because I've been through them, and trust me, I wasted money and I wasted time. I could get on the Secretary of State website in my state, and I could form an LLC within 15 minutes for probably less than half of the price a third-party agency is going to charge you. So get online right now, form an LLC. And I would definitely recommend getting everything established. Go get your business account. Go do all of that before you start providing that service to making money, so you can make sure that you are already organized at the end of the day. Business account, LLC, load board access, start making money. RJ, what's up, man? Definitely. It's been a roller coaster ride, man. I already know, man. Hit me up, man. You got my number. If you don't, send me an email real quick, man, at broker@managedtrans.com, so we can chop it up a little bit. Floss to the 951. What are the places or platforms you use to find and hire drivers? For me, I was using Craigslist and Indeed.com. Those are the only two that I've ever used. Some came from word of mouth. So word of mouth, Indeed.com, or Craigslist. That's what I've used, and that's what worked for me. Christopher Jackson, what's up, bro? What's the name and number of your tax guy? Oh, so send me, Chris, send me email. I know you got my email, and you should have my phone number. Send me a text, and then I'll text it over to you real quick. I mean, after this. D Ward, when buying a used Cummins 3500, about 2 to 3 years old, what are some usual signs to look for? You're buying good or bad truck. For this one, honestly, I don't know, because everything that I've ever bought has always just been brand new. So I never bought a truck that was used. So honestly, I can't really tell you, man. If I was you, what I would recommend is going to find you a diesel mechanic. If you know a diesel mechanic, take that diesel mechanic with you so they could do their inspection on it, because if they're a diesel mechanic, they should know, you know, how that truck should be running. They should know everything. So if you don't know a diesel mechanic, just look online, and you might have to pay somebody to go, you know, to ride with you to go look at it. But my advice is to take a diesel mechanic with you. Greg Mack, how do you become a dispatcher? Greg Mack, if you visit my website, I offer dispatch training, www.extraordinarymovement.com. I'll put it on here, my website, and that's how you're going to learn. You're going to learn how to dispatch. So visit my website, man, or shoot me an email at broker@managedtrans.com, and I'll give you a call, man, and we'll figure out how we can get you to the point where you need to be at. King Rio, are you going to buy an 18-wheeler one day? Yeah, man, that's what I was talking about earlier. That's what I really want to do. But on the financial side, when it comes to money, you can't beat the Hotshots. I like the Hotshots. I like how much money I pay every month versus how much money that I receive every month. So I don't really want to, you don't want to get to the point that you're putting out so much and you're not really, you know, gaining anything. But with the Hotshots, I kind of could see that I don't have to put out so much overhead every month. And then I still could see a good profit. But don't get me wrong, I do want an 18-wheeler and I want to start buying some one day. But right now, it's just not the day for me. Hey, Jovis DeLucio. Hey, when you go home, can you use your pickup as a personal vehicle? Yes, you can. You can use it as a personal vehicle. So if you still have your ELD hooked up, they have what they call on the ELD, I think it's like PC, personal conveyance. And that just means that you're just driving a truck and you're not on duty or nothing. You know, you're not driving for for business. So you could put it on personal conveyance and you could use it as your personal truck. And that's a good thing about the dually truck and Hotshotting is you can make good money, but you can also use that truck when you get home. You can use that truck to drive it as a personal truck too. You know, you don't really see too many people flossing around in the city in a semi truck, you know, when they get home. So the good thing about, you know, the dually truck is that you can use it as your personal vehicle once you get home. Dante, are you interested in investing in my Hotshot startup? Not really, man. I'm not really interested in investing. I'm interested in investing in myself. That's what I'm interested in. Not to sound rude or not like that, but on some real talk, no, man. I'm not interested in investing in nobody's business right now. I'm interested in investing in myself. That's what I'm putting my money. I'm putting my money on me because I know if there's one person that I could count on in this world to make money, that is me. I'm not counting on nobody else. But hey, man, good luck, man. Just keep asking around. If you keep asking, I guarantee somebody's going to invest into your company with you. Handyman, I'm getting my CDL now and going to work for Melton 100% flatbed transport, knocking 1 year out, getting professional training in. Hey, like I say, you can't go wrong with it, man. I don't know anything about the Melton. I've seen them. I think they're the blue trucks. I know them like are strictly flatbed. TMC is strictly flatbed. So you're going to learn a lot within that year, man. Hey, that's awesome, man. Let me know how it is out there, man. I know. And then also, I believe you sent me a comment one day, and you have some type of handyman business or something like that, or you do construction. If anybody looking for anything, man, send me a email or something. Give me your information, man, and I can start passing it out for you to help you out with your business too. John Matthews, how do you get 3 full-size vehicles on a 40-foot trailer back in the late 1980s, early 19? It took me 48 feet to get 3 full-size cars or custom vans. So for me, honestly, I never put 3 vehicles on my 40-foot trailer at one time. The most I've ever done was 2 F-150s at one time. I didn't put 2 military Humvees on my trailer at one time, but I've never put 3. If you ever see anybody with 3, maybe the vehicles might be small, or maybe their trailer might be longer, or I don't know. I never done it before, so I'm pretty sure somebody has done it. John Curtis, what's up, Pat? Great email exchange. What you looking forward to connecting and getting some coaching from you? Hey, I appreciate it, man. Like I say, hit me up, man, and we definitely gonna do some good training and some good coaching, man. That's what I'm here for. Malcolm Bradley, what's up, man? He like your videos, very informative. Rolling through this car hauler through Oklahoma back to Houston, checking you out. Keep up the good work, man. Hey, you be safe out there, man. And it sounds like you rolling and you making some money. Because if them wheels ain't turning, you ain't earning. So good job, man. Keep it up, man. Hey, if you can, shoot me an email at broker@mannystrans.com, because I like to learn more about car hauling too. So maybe I could pick your brain and you could pick my brain, and we could work it out like that. Unknown Black Ops Hunter, what do you think about Black Operation Soldier? And look it up, Google image. I don't know what that is. Mark Adept, thanks, brother. Daniel Tackle, does your book tell step-by-step how to get your authority and what type of insurance to get? So yes, my ebook does take you step-by-step, and it will tell you how to get your own authority. It'll tell you about commercial insurance. It's going to tell you pretty much everything you need to know. John Matthews, oh, isn't there a market there anymore? Isn't there a market? John, I don't know what you're asking. Sorry. Stacy Bird, how long did it take to learn dispatching? It could take you 1 day. It could take you 1 year. For me, it just took me a couple of days. Once I bought my first truck and trailer and I hired my first driver, I was just doing the hot seat, which I just had to learn how to dispatch. So it took me about a day to figure it out. So it could take you a day or it could take you a year. Rail B, can a hotshot driver make more than a semi driver? Most definitely. I talked to a lot of hotshot. I talked to semi truck drivers when I pull up, because I drive from time to time myself, and I pull up at the truck stop, and I'm always talking to people because that's how I learn. I don't mind opening up my mouth, talking to people. So I go introduce myself to the next guy, to the person next to me that has a semi truck. I ask him if he's an owner operator, and I hope that he tells me that he is an owner operator, so I could further, start asking him more questions. So I'll ask him how much money do he gross every week. And and sometimes these people tell me I'm at like $5,500 or $6,000, and I'm talking about gross to the truck. And I'm like, well, my hot shot could do that too. So when it comes to the pay, it's really no difference, when it comes to a semi truck driver versus a hot shot truck driver, or even if you want to talk about on a company. On a company level, if you want to go drive as a company driver for a hotshot trucking guy or a semi trucking guy, there's most of those big trucking companies out there are not going to pay you any money anyway. So some people out there I talked to that was driving semi trucks, they might only get $500-$600 a week or something. But I know for a fact when the freight is good and everything, and not even when the freight is not the best. When the freight is not the best, my driver still could average $800-$900 a week. But that's good when the freight is in the slow periods. But when the summer hit, $1,000 plus. And that's just how it should be, all the time. So like I say, a semi truck ain't no different from a hot shot truck. To me, is when it comes to making money. JJ, how much would you charge me for a one-on-one Skype session about my own dispatch business? Just send me an email, broker@managedtrans.com, and we'll talk about it. Terry Mason, just starting to learn the dispatch business. You're so informative. Thank you for that. So excited, man. I definitely appreciate you. The Stack Bundles Truck and G Show, man, that's a mouthful. Yo, first time here, man. Hey, I appreciate it. Hopefully it won't be your last time. Car hauler kingpin. Okay, so you car hauling out there too, huh? Hey, if you can, send me an email, broker@managedtrans.com, and I would like to pick your brain about car hauling, and you could pick my brain about what I do. B Strings tuning in, Stacks Bundles. No, they didn't brainwash. California, Catherine Allen, California here. Sorry about that. Sometimes I lose my place, and I think I just lost it. Yeah, I just lost my place. Oh, there we go. Catherine Allen, we're learning California. Came across your channel a few weeks ago, learning a lot. My husband and I own Mitchell's Transport LLC. That's good. A transportation company, and recently just started a freight brokerage. There you go. There you go. So you know the game. Hey, reach out to me, send me an email, and let's have a conversation. Team Bentley, the only thing stopping me from starting up my business is 60 points on my credit. Literally the only thing. Hey man, get it on up. Catherine Allen, we're learning about real estate investments. Your channel is informative and inspiring. It's about the things that we will be getting into. So thank you. Hey, I appreciate it. And I'm definitely going to keep putting out videos and doing these live Q&As. Promo only. Do you think it's better to start under someone else's authority or get your own authority when you first starting out? I know I answer this question a lot of times with people. So for me, it's just always personal preference. If you are a go-getter and you say, I'm going to go all in and I'm going to start my own authority and I want 100% of what I'm worth and what I'm going to earn, go start your own authority. If you say you are looking to learn the game and you want some experience and you just want to get your feet wet, or you just want to try trucking out, hey, go lease onto a company. I mean, it's pros and it's cons, of course, to both. But for me, I just went out and I started my own authority. When I first got into the game, I just went out and I started my own authority, started my own trucking company. And that was me. But everybody's not the same. So for me, I just believe it's all personal preference. If you just want to learn and you want to get your feet wet, go ahead and lease onto a company, because you could leave at any time unless that lease on company puts you under contract. But our lease on company, we don't put people under contract. You could come in today and you could leave tomorrow. So, but if you just want to go in and you want to go all in and get your own authority, hey, that's what, I mean, for me, like I say, that's what I did. I just went and got my own authority. Where I'm at. I'm not able to get started until June. Should I go ahead and get my authority so I'll look as though I have some experience? If so, do I need cargo insurance to keep it current? So you do not need the cargo insurance to keep your MC active. Only thing you need is to have the FMCSA says that you need to have the $750,000 general liability, even though you're going to get $1 million because the brokers are going to require you to have the $1 million. So for you could get it active without having the cargo insurance, which I believe is a smart way to do it. If you go get your authority active right now and just let it sit over the months, because you will get told by a lot of brokers, hey, you got to be 90 days. So, but there are a lot of brokers that don't care. And a lot of brokers really don't care. So like you will hear, you have to be 90 days, 6 months, a year, whatever it is to have your authority. But I definitely would recommend, man, if you can, go ahead and go get it active, man, so you could be ahead of the game. Croc Mail, we can see your face correctly. I appreciate that, man. Rico Stu, good evening, brother. With dispatcher training, how long is it? How long do you think to get work? So the dispatch training for me is what, 7 hours, 8 hours. Usually time I would do a live webinar. That'll be from about 9 to 4 or 5 o'clock on a Saturday. But now you could just go to my website and purchase the trainings, download it, and just start training immediately. So 7, 8 hours of training that's going to tell you and show you how to dispatch. So it's really up to you. If you start the training today, you could potentially be making money next week, depending on if you already have owner operators in place. Now, if you got to go search for owner operators, it might take you a while. But if you already have some people in place, you can actually start making money immediately. So it's just really all about just learning the process. Handyman. So where do you sleep? Guess this is why a semi may be worth the money. Yeah, exactly. So when you're sleeping in a dually truck. So it's not as comfortable, of course, as sleeping in a semi, because a semi has a sleeper. But it's just all what you make it, to be honest. You know, you can get comfortable in that dually truck, and some people can't get comfortable in it. But I know for a fact, if you do go buy a semi truck, that you should be comfortable in that semi truck, because that semi truck will have a sleeper in it. Where are we at? So the Stack Bundles Trucking G Show said his company averaged $4 a mile. Woo! That's good, man. That's awesome. TC Rogers, I have my CDL, but I was thinking about derating the trailer to avoid IFTA and drug compliance. Would you recommend that, or keep track of IFTA? Isn't that hard? Your ELD is going to keep track of IFTA, so it's not going to be you. So with me, I go through TransFlow, and TransFlow tracks the truck, which is tracking your IFTA. So IFTA is not hard to track. So in the drug compliance, I mean, I don't know. I just tell everybody, I mean, just if you're going to start the Hotshot trucking company, if you're going to go get a 3500 and run CDL, I mean, just do everything, you know, just do it the right way. But if you want to run non-CDL, make sure that you're staying within your weight that you're supposed to be, because if not, then that's when you're going to get hit with a ticket. So non-CDL sometimes could be hard, you know, because you got to find these light loads all the time. You got to run within that weight, because once you go over that weight, you can end up getting tickets, man. I just go ahead and just stick with the CDL, to be honest. But hey, there are people out here that are making good money. Non-CDL. Some guy on YouTube, I believe his name is Toe Piglet. I'm giving him some credit right now. Shout out to Toe Piglet, because he said he'd be making some good money, man. So if anybody who wants to run non-CDL, hey, I'm giving Toe Piglet some credit right now. Go holler at him, man. Big shout out to him. DW Fergie, are trailers generally cheaper in Indiana? I don't know. To be honest, I don't know if they're cheaper up here. I have to look into that. Jay Wilson, what's good? And what's going on, man? Frank White, bought your dispatcher course, and my question is, as a dispatcher, how do I get paid? So the way that you get paid is every Sunday, you're going to invoice your owner operator. So for example, if you are dispatching for an owner operator, and just say if you book loads that total $5,000, I charge 8% for dispatching. So for simple math, you'll take $5,000 times 8%. That'll give you $400. You will send your owner operator an invoice through PayPal, or since you took my dispatching course, you should have received an actual invoice from an Excel spreadsheet that you could just, you know, input all your numbers and all that stuff on there, send it over to your owner operator. So that's how you get paid, is just invoice your owner operator every Sunday for whatever loads you book them, and you can invoice them with that Excel spreadsheet, or you can invoice them directly through PayPal. Where we at? Thomas Smith, I'll be in Atlanta 25th through the 28th. I hope it will be. More than likely, Thomas, man. Hey, if you haven't sent me an email, send me an email so I can make sure that you're on the email list, because I'm going to send this email out by the end of the week. Rick Spanish, I'm a week into my new trucking company. I appreciate your opinions, advice, and honesty. Your content has helped me learn the business and help with the right mindset. I definitely appreciate you. Keep going, man. Berta Sanders, where can I find a 40-foot big tex trailer for 11,000? Please let me know. I don't know, man. I could. Oh yeah, let me tell you guys this real quick. I got a few more minutes. I got an hour. I got 6 minutes left. I'm gonna stop at an hour. Hey, so real quick. So the prices of gooseneck trailers, they've been going up. The goose, and I believe it's because of supply and demand. The gooseneck trailers and Hotshotting has became more in demand now. So people are buying up these gooseneck trailers. Back when I first started, I could go buy a brand new trailer for a little bit over $10,000. I called a company because I was going to buy another trailer. I believe I'm going to buy another trailer this week sometime. So I've been quoted for different prices. I've been at, some people tell me 14,000. Some people have told me 13,000. And I think the lowest one I got now is like 12,500. But I used to pay a little bit over 10,000 for them. So overall, I believe that the prices are just going up anyway, just because, of course, it's like business, supply and demand. And right now, those trailers are in demand because there's a lot of people getting off into the, I guess, buying these trailers, and they're getting off into the business. But don't let that really discourage you, because some people out here will say, oh, man, if there's everybody buying all these big tex trailers or these 40-foot gooseneck trailers, maybe Hotshotting is going to be oversaturated. Don't ever think that. There's enough freight out here for everybody. Remember, there's more freight than there are trucks out here. So they're producing plenty of semi trucks every day. Don't nobody ever say that because somebody go buy a semi truck, that trucking is oversaturated. So don't think that a lot of people are getting into Hotshot and trucking that it's going to mess your money up, because trust me, it's not about the people that's getting in. It's about who you are as a person, and if you're going to figure the game out, and if you're going to conquer it. Hallie VB, hello. A friend asked me if I wanted to do the load booking for him and his brother, but I don't want to leave my full-time job off the bat. You don't have to. You could start out and you could do it part-time. So it's just really up to you. If you have any questions on dispatching, you could visit my website, www.extraordinarymovement.com, or you could send me an email at broker@managedtrans.com. Let me see if I can find a couple of questions real quick, because the time's coming down. Sean Smith, what's the next step after I get everything I need, after I get my authority, my truck, trailer, etc.? Where do I start to get my loads as a new company? You're just going to get them off the load board. You're going to go get access to truck stop and to DAT, and those two load boards are going to those load boards, man. They have a lot of money on it. They also put a lot of cheap freight on there, but trust me, I done made a lot of money off the load board, and that's where you're going to get it from. Haley VB, you think it is possible to still do that while I work my regular job? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. That's what I just basically said. So, yeah, you can still dispatch at your regular job. All depends on what you're doing at your job, too. If you're kind of working off the computer or whatever, you could still pull up the load board and book loads. I used to do it all the time, especially while I was still active duty in the military. Hey, big shout out to all of my veterans out there. I appreciate each and every one of you. I served 8 years total on active duty, and it has definitely made me into who I am today. So big shout out to all my veterans. Packing C4, can I start LLC but not actually run just yet? Want to build business credit? Yes, you can. You could start ASAP. Jay Jackson, hello. Thanks for providing this Q&A session for a newcomer planning to get into hotshot trucking. Is there a school that you may know of that teaches people how to tie down various flatbed loads? I don't really know if there's a school that's just going to specifically teach you, but I know what's going to teach you is YouTube University is going to teach you YouTube some videos, and then also get out there and do some hands-on training. And trust me, you're going to learn it. I was in the same boat. I never knew how to use a ratchet strap. I never knew how to use a chain binder. I never knew how to tarp a load and use the bungees to tighten it down. But I learned it because I got out there and I figured it out. And that's the only way you're going to learn how to do it. Hey, so it's coming to an end. Hey, I just want to leave you guys with one thing. Hey, I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana, and I am looking for a dispatcher, somebody that I could train. If you're in Indianapolis, Indiana area, reach out to me at broker@managedtrans.com. And I'm going to train you personally because I want you to become a dispatcher in my new lease-owned company, Real Time Hauling. I'm going to teach you the game, and we're going to make some good money together. Also, if you're in the Indianapolis, Indiana area and you're a videographer, please get in contact with me at broker@managedtrans.com. I'm trying to boost up. I'm going to start boosting up my videos, my content. So, but I need somebody to follow me around so I can start capturing moments, because it's getting hard for me to make videos just holding the phone up. It's kind of getting old. So I need somebody to follow me around. I'm going to pay good money for both, for dispatching and for your services as a videographer. If you're looking for how to broker freight, dispatch freight, visit my website, www.extraordinarymovement.com. For my broker training, dispatch training consultations, whatever it is, hey, visit the description below. Everybody out there, be great. Like I say, CEO, commit, execute, and be obsessed.